Whoop. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, hello. Um, Today is going to be the day that we come back to you. Anyway, let me close D&D stuff because I was working on that earlier. Hello, Clara. Hello, hello. Um, we gonna do more FF14. Also, look at my beautiful man's. Look at him. I put this glam together over the weekend, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I think it looks amazing. Um, but anywho, yeah, more FF14. Um, I don't really know what else to say. I almost okay. To be frankly honest with you, I'm gonna level with you guys. I almost missed stream today because I was like getting into the zone. I was working on the D&D campaign. I was just like totally in the zone, and then I just looked down at the clock and I was like, "Oh shoot, it's like 3:55. I have stream." So if you're wondering why we're starting a tad late, that'd be why. But no worries, none at all. We're gonna play the campaign in this outfit for a little bit. We usually play in the paladin outfit. We're gonna play in this outfit for a little bit. It's gonna be great. Alright. Oh wait, no, Fort Tom Manor. Okie dokie. The Pillars, Last Vigil. But yeah! Welcome everyone. I hope you've all had a phenomenal day. I've had a very productive day, and I am very ready to, play some more. Or play some FF14. My brain is, like, completely fried, because I'm not gonna lie to you, y'all, I've been working on, I was working on homebrewing, or rather, writing down a magic item that I had pretty much thoroughly homebrewed, but it did take like a full-on hour to do that. So, and I'm not even sure it's done. Like, that's where my brain is at right now. Is it's still on that one magic item that I was making, and I'm not even sure it's done. I'm still kind of sitting here like, are there more things I can like? Is there more tweaking I can do? That sort of thing. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raban short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Devonian attack, and Lord Harzafon was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you better head in. Yeah, so if you remember last time we freed Raban from capture by the Braves or whatever, from his execution. We freed him. And so he's fine now, but apparently the dragons are threatening to attack Ishgard. Not Whiterun. I almost said Whiterun. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Devonians are once more gathering for war. Master Moro, Master Leviur, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. Wait, this isn't the kid. When the reading is hard. When the observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud of dragons, big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another one of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice: to remain in a besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Interesting. Hello, Alfie. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her wary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Mylon? I would stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. Okie dokie. Okay. Can I have a voiced cutscene? I know we just started stream, but like...
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
Fun fact, the sun is hot. You're not wrong, Void. But also, welcome, sir. Good to see you, good to see you. How have you been doing?
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare.
Oh wait, shoot. I never turned the redeems back on because I started stream late night for gore. Hold on 1 second. Thank you for saying something. I appreciate that. 1 second. Channel points. Manage rewards. Bam, 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 bam. 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 There we go. Cool. Okay. It should be fixed now. Is it fixed now? Hopefully it's fixed now. Wham bam lamadam. Is it fixed now? I hope it's fixed now. Hydrate and a posture check. Okay. There's the hydrate. And posture check. Thank you. Ah! What? I accidentally rammed my chair into my desk and my monitor almost fell off the desk. That was scary. Guys, help. I'm bad at doing posture checks.
Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your Lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
I'm not pulling you up and drowning you. I
assume
appreciate it.
that Isard enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
And now we have Estinian with us. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Ser Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgar's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Forton Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! And off we go. Alright. That's back in the, that's actually back at the Forgotten Night. Yep. Forgotten Night. I am super happy we're finally in Heavensward, though. I'm not gonna lie. You would speak with the Lord Commander? Pray make it quick. So I'm reading that because it's the first time I've talked to him.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking? Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory. Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
I'm sorry, I love Heavensward music. Having secured Ser Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Alright! Here we go. Getting into Heavensward. Getting into the real meat of Heavensward, really.
Such commotion. Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
Hi, Maria. Also not stinky. Narnar.
Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Ah, yes, foreshadow. My favorite. Such a delectable meal. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Chitaru of our plans. The heck? I ain't saying anything. We will find out. Then I shall await you at St. Rene's Forum. Tell your friend that we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Mylon, let us head back to Fortam Manor. My brain is fried. It is fried in a French basket. I don't know what that means, but it means something. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Mylon and I return to Ishgard. Blah 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 blah. Well, you just be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh! Before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it specially. Yes! Our first outfit change! No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. Our first outfit change! By the 12! It fits perfectly! And the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. He looks better. He does! I like his Heavensward look a lot. 'Twas the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Tataru has Ash's mom vibes from Pokemon. That's my opinion. At least right now she does. She has total and complete global economic domination vibes later, but you know, that's later. Tataru is the second mom of the Scions. She absolutely is. You have said your farewells, then. Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Isael's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurthis Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. And here we go. I should be able to... Oh, no, apparently not. Okay. Let me just... Oh, wait. No, it's, like, literally right here. It's just around the corner, though. Right through here. Luckily, I know the, map of Ishgard, so I don't get lost. It's great. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Hello, sir. Well, Master Moro! What business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alpha No Leviure, at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dragonians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would best be served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgagne, I think it's Gorgagne Mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Moro knows well the place I speak of, for it was he who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces, then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Nod. A wise use of our time. Stop texting me! Come, Mylon. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. My character has got to be freezing his freaking booty off. Because, like, this is not a very warm outfit. But it's alright. I could switch to Paladin. It's kind of like my canon outfit, essentially. I don't know. I get way too into this game. I am sorry. By the way, while we're flying and we have a minute, how did everyone like the D&D stream on Friday? I am really asking, for one, feedback, really. Like, did people like it? Did people not like it? Were there things that could have gone better? Etc., etc. You know, if you... I understand it's been a couple of days, and, like, you know, if you're like me, your brain literally forgets the day's events when you go to sleep. But, you know, if there was anything in particular that stood out that I could possibly be doing better, mostly just like stream setting issues, basically, I would appreciate that. Or if you liked it a lot, you can say that too. I mean, I would appreciate any and all feedback, positive or otherwise. Master Moro, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon the promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming, and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And now you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Mylon. Meow! Alphino already dealt with one. Perish. There we go. It's called playing a high-level DPS. Oh, hi, Estinian. The beasts are slain, then? My thanks, Master Moro. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander out the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. I'm gonna switch back to Paladin. As much as I like my dancer outfit, it feels weird walking around not as my Paladin, you know? Heretic Epistle. There we go, that's one. Penlar. Oh. That's Dose. Henlo. Nani. Where's Trace? Oh, I walked right by Trace. There we go. Okie dokie. Have you recovered much of the heretic's correspondence? I have indeed. Splendid! Added to the contributions from Master Leviura and Sarastinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgagne Mills heretics and their fellows in the Akafa amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. The Akafa amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? I feel like I need to sneeze! If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akava beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant Aetheryte would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgagne Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the Aetheryte within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I am wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the Aetheryte from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Good, good. We knew. Where are we going? Interesting. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, ba-down, bow, bow. Oh, that's an instance fight. Okay, wait, the guests of House Fortin, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Akafa beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 that it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the Primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. He's not wrong. Alright. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard! Is it not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons! We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with a dragon slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers! May dragon wings bear us to victory! Alright, time to dance. Poor Alphino.
Your guard is down.
That missed? There we go. So, if you're not catching the dialogue, they're transforming by using, they're consuming dragon blood. And, it's transforming them into dragons. And that's not good. Darn, I can't stun him. Let's see.
Focus. Release!
Ow!
Know your folly.
There we go. Easy, easy. You want out? Is that what this is? Are you wanting out? Yeah, okay. Hold the phone. Come on, Silver. Come on. There you go. Good job, buddy. Alright. Okay. They fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess, the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Justinian. I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. That was kind of a piss-easy instance fight, I'm not gonna lie, but it was interesting. And now we zoom back in to be in dialogue mode. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentilot, may have information of use to us. Yeah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Estinian smort. Do. Anyway. I enjoy Heaven's Ward music so much. So much, man. It's not my favorite expansions music. That would have to be Endwalker. But it is definitely up there. Actually, I don't know. Shadowbringers gives Endwalker a run for its money, but I still think Endwalker's music is more memorable to me. Well, well. What do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lad looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor! That lance! The Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Gentilot, leader of the convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation. but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Mylon, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. You got it. Okie dokie. Our Smoky. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Mylon. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Raitmo, Veramon, and Bertinant that wanders in and out of camp? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Man. What lads? Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Pierre Raquette or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Something I can help you with, my lord. I'm looking for heretics. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself. But that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Pierre Raquette, a soldier by trade, though not much of one if I'm honest. If it weren't for love of the stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see. No, it was by the order of Sir Jantelot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they've got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. For what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then? I am minded to start a fire. Estinian, you sound so threatening. Like, my guy. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Mylon? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Time to go Slotor. It is time to kill. Hello, hello, I am here. Would you like perish? Sure you would. Would you also like perish? Sir. Hello. Oh, you are not dead. Goodbye. It is so nice being able to fly. Navigating the Western Highlands is so difficult without flight. It's not even funny. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphinaud. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Ahem. Have you the hides we need? We have purple smoke! We have achieved purple. Purple!
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We wish to speak with you.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me, that which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither.
Exactly. Lore drop, lore drop, lore drop.
Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. and until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny. No amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
He has it.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
So, she has his motivation wrong.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Oh! Nani? Oh, look, my rock candy! If you don't understand the significance of this, we're activating our rock candy again, but this time without Hydaelyn helping us. Because, Midgardsormr severed our connection to Hydaelyn. So, yeah, boy.
Is autumn mist, my friend? I
Level
sense the
up.
many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
I'm fine.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Even back here, they knew about what they wanted to do. That's super cool. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Before I spoil something. Did I hear a cat? Was that a kibby? Maybe not. Maybe that was a chair squeaky. Hi, Sail. You are Mylon, yes? Pray address me as Isael if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the Warrior of Light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. I thought I heard him speak earlier. Oh, Silgar? Maybe. I don't know. He was asking to be let out earlier. Definitely asking to be let out earlier. Isn't there... Is that... Am I dumb? Wait, am I dumb? Where is that? Okay, maybe later, I guess. I don't know, I thought... Is that an optional dungeon now? Because we're on 52 quests now.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
Chocobos! What? Ow. I don't know why the game did that to me. I don't appreciate. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest's branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead, and see that we are properly provisioned? There's a village here, but I thought these lands the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marsasham, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival, and he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections. Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Lucky for me, I have flight. I guess Dusk Vigil must be an optional dungeon now to unlock flight in the Western Highlands. That's so weird to me. That's so weird. That used to be required. That's freaking weird. Oh, that's an odd feeling. Okay. Hello, sir. Are you voiced? I don't think so. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the lovely Ysayle. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marsasham. That it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Som-Al. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Ysayle not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering Kalim trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know it won't stop Ysayle here, but dragons ain't the only thing you need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The bloody naff. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive as of late, sending out war parties from mobs in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. No, not Estinian. 'Twould seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here, in Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Hrigsvelgr. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marsasham found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees, and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals. But I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath were once a peaceful people. Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They have changed, then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Somal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest, and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Somal. Shall we? This is going swimmingly. This is going blisteringly quick. I'm surprised at how fast this is going. Like, we're already at the 52 quests. We were at level 50 quests at the beginning of the stream. Nani? Alright, time to slaughter. There we go. We fly. Goodbye. This is easy when you're level 90. I'm horrible. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Should we chance to meet Marsasham again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. You claim this as evidence of our harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics, in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rubble inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool! How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you! You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Oh, okay. Kippy has asked to be let in. Hello, sir. Hi, would you like to come in? Pick a direction. There you go. He did meow. Hi. Do you want up on the lap, sir? Or do you want to play with the plastic bag? No. No. You're not eating cables. Okay. Mylon, pray reason with these two. Hi, sir. Do not eat my headphone cable either. Okay. Our goals are the same. That's what I'm gonna say. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Mylon's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Mylon's visions confirm the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hraesvelgr would likely provide the catalyst Mylon's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Don't bite me! I'm petting you. Do you have anything to say for stream? No? You want up on the desk? Cool. Alright. Have fun. You don't fit in there, buddy. That's... You don't really... Okay. Go. Sir, go. What are you doing? Cat. What? My cat is so weird. Ugh. No. Do not eat the guitar, Nar. Spy you the three great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as the Annexed Shrine. The place serves as the roost for Hraesvelgr's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Somal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers, and see if the path is clear. I think the towers are often... Yeah, there's Annexed Shrine. Way up there. What is going on there, sir? You're weird. My cat is weird, guys. He's definitely weird. No. Man, do I really need to keep you out of all kinds of trouble, huh? Silgar! No. We knew. Go lay down in your cat tower, thank you. Henlo. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marsa Shamp did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragons so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Good news, I'm really overpowered. We knew. Anybody else? Anybody else? No. With a flying regalia. Yes, yes. Ah! Hi, Silgar. What is with you and plastic? No. I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. It was to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come then. Man, they really don't get along.
Vidofnir!
Might want to plop Silver with one of your siblings. Yeah, he was asking to be let in earlier, so I let him in, but... And now he's not. He's fine. He's just...
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight.
Blah 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 blah.
Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hrisvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one.
Yeah, Estinian's not really helping.
But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
This is somewhat of a specialty of mine.
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
What is wrong with you, buddy? Are you okay? Do you need help? I love you, but like, my dude. At least Alphino's being polite. Trauma made him grow up a little. It did. It did indeed. I'm excited. Finally, some real combat. So, the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool am I to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough! Enough, I say! If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marsuchan. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. What are you doing? You're just looking for things to get into, sir. That is all you are doing. I'm just teleporting back. No! Cat! Good news, that drink was empty. Alright, come here, buddy. I love you. No, come here. Come here. No. Stop flailing around. And take your claws out of my shit. Okay. Gibby has been deposited. Okay. Ugh. Master Champ! Oh, back already, are we? Met the Nath, did you? And what is it you'd like to... I want to kill a god. Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trading habits, there never seemed to be much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you a bit about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentives? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of Kalum tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Alphino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post. Here, I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You've been most kind, Master Marchand. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. A little bit of humor never hurt anybody. New. Alright. It is time to perish. A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh. 3. I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land traps, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Isael's help. Do you have the Nanka meat? Yes, I do. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? I don't think so. I think we just wait. Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Skitter scatter, skitter scatter, skitter scatter, skitter. Sorry. Long has it been since hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that fill the air with such delightful scents. Lintrap nectar, tree fruit, and naka flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters, come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than to be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it is not far. I love doing bug race voices. It's just amusing to me. Your presence has been announced, the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically, knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are! But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of the Nath's god, of the god the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind. These are the Nath who reside in the main colony. Yes, they are one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding and weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear, spell, and musket, the dragon was slain. It was likely one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nath lands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Oh, not you. Not you. You. A call upon the power of a primal for the greater good. Conscious of all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land, I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, But you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains that my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alphino, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the Warrior of Light to his death? No, you have the right of it, Estinian. It would seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. I mean, I got it in the bag, but don't worry. Pray forgive me, Mylon. I don't fear my duty. I don't fear it. In fact, I'm excited. I've been itching to fight something. Wait, Mylon need not face this foe alone. Like him, I am blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Ah, do you truly imagine yourself a second Warrior of Light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters. We know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it, unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinia makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of some assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. We are the Vath. We are the non-mind. We do not hear the one mind's thoughts. We cannot predict their will. This idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely you are not so generous as that. You wish to meet our god. Offer yourself as a sacrifice. You will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. You are generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could just bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of the Nanka would make a fine repast. Okay. I'll bring more, I'll bring more Nanka flesh. That's fine. It's easy to kill it. What's the opponents do this? 450 and 200. Oh, okay, never mind. There's a very clear winner here. Goodbye. And this is 700, okay. We've had to enjoy our Nanka flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes, you will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. The Vath are wont to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I am beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Naths, the one who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the primal was summoned. Those who reside in the smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the non-mind. who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions, and of the nature of their own god. In summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath will bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that you would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might generously be termed their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Mylon? Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, you are not a man to err on the side of caution. Would that I could fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alphino. Then it is settled. Mylon, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Alright, time to kill things. Time to slaughter. Sorry, I clicked out of the window for a second. It's fine! I was just looking at something. Hello, I am arrived. Intruders! Your lives are forfeit! No, yours is. Goodbye. Oh, hi, Ezel. Why are we coming all the way over here? The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. Yeah, that's what I was... Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Anyone else want to play? We are committing genocide. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it by now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray, advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Yes! You are prepared, then. Yes, yes. I am prepared. Hold here, Mylon. When next the Nath come, we offer no resistance. Surrender, intruder! There is no escape! I definitely don't look threatening with the glowing sword and shield. Enough! We surrender! We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. They aren't exactly smart. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray, leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mask our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. They look like crabs on two legs. Yeah, that's what the guy at Tailfeather was saying. All right. This is one of my favorite primals, I can't lie. He's just cool.
Now we have but to wait.
She is. That's very true. They didn't want to voice the Nath. Okay.
O Lord
Oh, never mind.
Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
He comes.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen.
Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
That's kind of badass. It totally is. He's General Grievous, but in bug form. It's great.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Nathlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory. We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath. And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge. But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
She's stealing their crystals.
What is this?
That's hot. It kind of is. Well, actually, no. It's pretty cold. I mean, what? Ah!
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
Mine oath is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
I thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Isail, watch and learn.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Ah! Alright. Finally, some bloodshed. Some good old-fashioned steel. Alright, anyway. Heaven's Ward, Thok as Thok. I'm gonna queue in as a paladin. Screw it. Forgive me, I was overconfident. Okay. Okay. I would queue in as a paladin, but I don't want to wait forever. I don't want to wait forever. So we're gonna just You've been around Mama Jacob too. But we've just been chatting this whole time. It's not really been all that fun. Really? No insta-queue? Shocking. I'm gonna use a Heaven's Ward class and a Heaven's Ward trial. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh, that's at level 58. Darn. Okay, alright. I don't have any party bit. Okay. Let me in. Let me be free. Let me in, little birdie. Do I have Minor Arcana at this level? I do not. That's unfortunate. Do I have Divination? I do. Nope. 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 Yes. 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 Probably. Well, yeah, I do have that. I definitely have that. Definitely have that. Definitely have that. Nope. Definitely have that. Definitely have that. Nope. Nope. I have that. I have that. I have that. Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, like, then... Oh, I'll have Malefic too. Oh. Oh. Wait. Is that like the only mid freaking 50s that you get? Malefic 2 and Collective Unconscious? That's unfortunate, my guy. That is unfortunato. Oh my gosh. Put me in. Put me in, Chief. Put me in! Put me... Oh, wait, hold on. Bam. There we go. Otherwise, it was gonna skip the cutscene for, the trial. I have half a mind to just unsync it. And just dominate him. But then, like, we don't see the trial and the fun of the trial. Put me in! Thank you! I wish to commit arson. This is a fun trial. This is a really fun trial. Excuse me. Come on, DPS. Please. I'm begging you. Oh, come on. Thank you. Yay! It is trial time. I love his music! The Fantasy Tango, yes.
Dance to the song of ringing steel.
Oh, I have another Astro as my co-healer. Shoot.
Furious as a blaze.
Oh, I was in that. Whoopsie doodle.
Feel my blades.
I think I need to be far away from this.
I am invincible.
Ow.
Bleed. Wilt thou yield?
There we go.
Take wing, ye souls of war!
Alright, time for mechanics. No, 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 no. My guy, stop dying.
Prepare thyself.
Here we go.
Rejoice in the glory of combat.
Ow.
Unyielding of the earth!
Oh, one of the tanks died. Are you picking him up? Okay. Oh, he's in. No, wait, no, he's not. I don't think you want to be in front of him. Oh, wait, no. Ah! Over here! Why did you tank LB3? Or tank LB? What? Oh. Whoopsie doodle. We're fine though.
Thus does the sacred rite of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Anyhow. I love his music. If you couldn't tell, I love his music. It's so good. Anyway, Izael, that's how you do it.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor. At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
Female Ascian? Yes, yes! Iga Yorm is, female. She is a Gwirl. Never since we first fought have I seen you draw upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar till this day. You were a marvel to behold, Mylon. I'm sorry, Izael, but that was not the full extent of my power. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. Don't worry. Well, 'tis time we rejoined our companions. They will be eager to hear the tale, and to continue our journey. New. Well, I'm glad we did some combat. I'm glad we finally did combat, because that was a long time coming. I wonder if they shortened Heavensward a while back, because it feels shorter. Mylon, Lady Isil, thank the 12. I did it. I killed it. Don't worry. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Vath never mentioned his name. And you are quite certain he will keep his word? There was an honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle. A miracle I must attribute to Mylon. Never did I doubt you, warrior light. Unlike some, you were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry. Fretting like a maid for her sweetheart he was. Stinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. Ahem! What matters is that the primal is banished, and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm Hraesvelgr. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Destinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. Estinian has growing room too. We all do. You do too, Izael. You're not perfect either, but we've yet to discover your real flaws. Shall we be on our way to Annex Shrine, then? I would not have the dragons think that we have forgotten our bargain. Y'all walking the wrong freaking way. Oh, wait. No, they're walking the right way. I just can fly. Alright, where be Vidofnir? I think Vidofnir's inside, isn't she? Yeah. Hello. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Mylon's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then. How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you unto the deepest reaches of Morn, and there you shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Somal. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. It's hard to do Izael's voice and Vidofnir's voice. It's really hard to do both. So, okay. I know I've played as a DPS in most dungeons, but I might play tank depending on what role Izael can fill. I think Izael fills either tank or DPS. I think she flexes between the two, depending on what you're playing. Because I can do this as a trust dungeon. And this is the first time I don't just have NPC trusts. If it was still NPC trusts, actually it might still be NPC trusts. But But if it's NPC trust, I'll just run a DPS to speed things up. But if it's not, we'll see. We'll see. I may still run like a ninja. Is this voiced? Please be voiced. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Somal's summit for thee and thy companions. Demonize. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Wear you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is set to guard this peak. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgr. But I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Izael, we're starting to see her main flaw is that she's way too idealistic. She thinks we can walk through here without combat, and that is not exactly possible. Anywho. I want to enter with a, trust, but... Ooh, I didn't know that, Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up, Ninja really quick. Heaven's Ward, Vista emotes. Heaven's Ward Vistas. Ravanian Forlands. Oh, it's Prey. Okay. Okay. There we go. Look, man, EXP is EXP. Yeah! So she can double as a tank, or if I play tank, she can be DPS, which she's a Thaumaturge as that. You know what, though? I think I'm still gonna play a DPS. Purely so that... I can speed things up, you know? There we go. Because I don't trust them to continue doing damage while doing mechanics. And while I do main tank, there's no real reason for me to play tank unless, you know, unless I particularly want to. But I don't trust the healers, the NPC healers. I really don't. Bum, 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 bum. I'm doing a full pull. Oh, nar. Hey, Isao, can you? Thank you.
I have taste my lance.
I'm helping with things. Wait, flying creatures are immune to Doton? That's kind of stupid. I mean, that makes sense, but that's kind of stupid. Ow.
Away with you!
I'm doing small encouragement.
Shiva, aid me!
Well, that's cool. Alright, I forget how you've been changed.
Taste my lance!
No one's behind me, right? Yeah. I messed up that mechanic. It's fine, we're done. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. There we go. Oh, I was in that. I was not in that. Surprising.
I have my pride.
Alfred. Oh, Ezel. Thank you. New.
Focus. Release. Focus. Release.
Easy. No, keep them in the dark circle.
Focus. Release.
Ow. Die. Perish. I'm gonna save my Mudra, because there's a boss fight in the next room. Haha, psych, no I'm not.
Away with you.
Know your folly.
Bum 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 bum. I remember when you used to be bugged, and you didn't correctly display your mechanics.
I will end your struggles.
Oh, okay. Estinian is LVing. That's okay.
For the House of Leveilleur!
Alright, what are we doing first, buddy? Stay back, Estinian. Get oofed. Dum, dum, dum. Oh, darn. Perfect, Ezel. You're doing wonderful. You're doing great. Keep it up. Hello, sir. Onward! Do we need to kill it? Okay, I guess we need to kill it.
Away with you!
Know your folly.
Oh yeah, we didn't kill it.
Your guard is down.
Diamond, consort of Nidhogg, we beseech you. Grant us safe passage to the mountain summit. I didn't catch that last part. I'm gonna guess that's a no. As I thought, blind to reason like all the rest. If you would see our mission to its conclusion, you know what must be done. Such rage and rancor. Is there truly no other way? Sorry. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm an idiot! I thought I could. Although I will say, this is the first time we're hearing the Heaven's Word boss fight music. On stream at least. Alright, who gets comment? Oh, shoot. Okay. I didn't mean to turn on my HUD.
Your guard is down. Know your folly.
Away with you!
These don't have positionals, do they?
Away with you! Focus. Release!
Working on it. Working on it. I'm gonna LB2. I'm gonna be in that. No, I'm not. There we go. Easy. You believe it hurts her to fight against the dragon? You think she treats her as a family? You're not entirely wrong about that. We should go, Ezeal. The summit awaits. Why did she refuse to listen? Why didn't I? We're nearly to the summit. Let's keep going. Wait. It would have given me... Yeah, no. Get that crap out of here. Unfortunately, I can't change jobs for this cutscene, but that's okay. I'll just appear as Ninja. Hey, new rock candy! Let's go! Mylon? I'm good. Don't worry about me. Do it seemed Tiamat was the last. He sensed no other dragons nearby. Are you sure? What is happening? Nidhogg. He roars. He knows we are here then. His fury, it bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. That damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. I'm gonna move my mic a little closer. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end? I can't frickin' read!
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years, they came.
And this is where we switch back to Paladin. Actually, no, I'm gonna walk around as a dancer for a little bit, because I like the glam on it. Although there's a lot of blue standing here. We have reached it at last. The peak of Somal. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Kurthis, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Gracefelger himself. What manner of creature is that? Oh boy. Mylon, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Stop calling me! Bum bum ba da 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 dum. Bum bum ba da 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 dum. Bum 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 ba da 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 dum. Bah, he's gone. Mylon, we must widen our search. Oh wait. I'll take Dancer XP. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. If I kept this Dancer glam, I could feasibly play the rest of the game on Dancer, and it would not be a terrible idea. I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Oh boy. I love this section. I really do. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Perhaps it was simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. They added those etheric disturbances in. I don't remember those being there. There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I am certain Hreisfelger would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. Those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces, then? Lady Isael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Mylon, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moggle I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Mylon, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofaga's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray, do not forget to use it. I'm already attuned, don't worry. Never fear, for I am already attuned. See? I am attuned. Although that's an expensive teleport. That was a yawn. It was most assuredly a yawn. Don't judge me! Okay. Nofaga's altar, which is at the Conjurer's Guild. I wish to go to the Conjurer's Guild. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the Conjurer stationed at its entrance? I am indeed. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. Alright, anyway. Is it voiced? No. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seatsier, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. Blah 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 blah. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Mughals of the Churning Mists. Kupo-po-po! I say Kupo! Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Mughals in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all that I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Mughal high in the clouds of Javania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray, correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, of which speak of Mughals who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Magomag XII. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kublo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Mughals of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, when there's one Mughal, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the signs of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seatsier. We would be honored by your presence. Time to speak with Alfie, bro. Pray, return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seatsier's guide on the journey back to Somal. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seatsier's personal guard to escort us. No kidding, right? Da-da-da. Flying just makes life easy. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. Blah 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 blah. The Elder Seatseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Mylon. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the churning mists. Elder Seatseer, may I present to you Sarastinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sarastinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Please be voiced. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Connie Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings! I am Kublo Kop, an ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Connie Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that, we hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Mylon here may have doled out the old thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Alright. Load in, please. There we go. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplo called you again? The Warrior of Light. Mylon? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Okay. Hi, Moghan. Hello. Yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Isle's home. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Unfortunately, I can only accept 1 path quest, like 1 split path at a time, so I can't go accept them all. I have to go, do 1, come back, go, do 1, come back, go, do 1, come back. Fortunately, everything here is ridiculously underleveled. Easy enough. I say as I am unable to find the last cloud's breath. There we go. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Okie dokie. Who's next? What does Ezale have to say? So exceedingly fluffy. She is enamored by the Moogles. Ah, yes, you had the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Ah! There we go. Alright. Anyone else? Anyone else? No. Weenium. You were able to hunt my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. I think we're going to do this last trial of trustworthiness thing, and then we're going to go ahead and call it. Perhaps. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to a painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Mogwin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it! Question the masses! Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a moot pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day! If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Somal's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Wait, speak with Mogwin. Oh, okay. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. Ahem. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Alright, full disclosure, this is kinda dumb and stupid, but whatever. I get that it's supposed to be dumb and stupid, but, like, that doesn't mean I have to enjoy it. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work! Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chief Moglin and await his judgment. Do we go ahead and... I think now's a good time to go ahead and end it. Because we have been going for 3 hours, and it is 7. We'll pick up next time with the, Moglin Judgment. Again, Final Fantasy story is all about pacing. But, like, let me just go pull up the window really quick. We're already on the level 54 quests. I'm impressed we got so far. It might not be next FF14 stream, but the one after that, we'll probably finish Base Heavensward in the one after that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But anywho, that's going to be it from me. Let me go suspend this. And thank you all for coming along. I appreciate very much. And let me, there we go. Actually, in the light. There we go. Yes. Beautiful. 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 Anyway. Thank you all for coming along. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow, we will be doing more Nier Replicant. So that should be fun. And Friday is gonna be more Stranger of Paradise with Bappo, which also should be fun. But anywho, thank you everybody for attending stream. You guys be sure to have a good night and eat lots, get food, get rest. Make sure you take care of yourselves, yo. And I will be seeing you tomorrow, yeah, with more Nier Replicant, same time. Before I end though, by the way, just so you know, just to make the announcement so that everybody's aware, session 1, I guess, which is the second session, but session 1 of the Reigns of Fate campaign, that's gonna be next Friday, not this one, not the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, not the 22nd, wait, no, 21st, not the 21st, whatever day it is, not this Friday, but next Friday, the 28th. It's gonna be the 28th. So if you are looking forward to that, mark your calendars. And it's gonna be bi-weekly, so once every other week. So if you want to mark your calendars, go ahead, and I will be seeing you all later. We are going to raid. Actually, we're gonna go raid Void because it's been a while. It's been a while since we've raided Void. But I am waiting for my ad. Actually, wait a minute. Better idea. Let's read Wolfie, actually. I'm sorry, Void, though, if you hear that. If you hear this later. It's not you, I promise. But anywho. We're gonna raid Wolfie. Because Wolfie is awesome. Anywho. I will see you guys all later. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And yeah. Good night, all. Thank you all for coming along. And have a good night. Bye-bye. Peace out. Sayonara.